Right, here we go with the second part of YouTube video here. We're going to colour this wee guy that we drew last week, and you can kind of see the processes that I go through to do that. First off, we'll just make sure that this is not a tutorial. I'm not in a position, I think, to tell people how to do stuff, but you can watch how I do it, and kind of everything I've done self-taught. So you'll probably find that there's a lot of things that I do that aren't maybe conventional when it comes to colouring in, but it works for me, I enjoy it, and again, that's all that matters. So let's get down to colouring in this wee guy, and hope you all enjoy it. Well, maybe not talking much, you can sample the wares that I'm shamelessly advertising at the sides here. I've only maybe got about 5 packs of these left. Got this cool wee enamel badge that you can't actually get anywhere yet, but I'll sort that out at some point hopefully. And yep, let's do it. So, colouring. The first thing, 2 seconds, I can actually see my pad. I did have something stuck behind us last time, didn't I? Right, maybe that'll help me. Right. Obviously you want to be doing the colouring on a different layer, so that means that the colouring underneath, it's not going to affect the line work. Right, so let's just get started. Yeah, I know you can do this select tool. If you set that to reference, you can use that tool to select and then invert it and fill that in. But I feel it leaves like a wee dotted line around the full piece of art. I don't really think that works very well, the fill in the select, so I don't do that. I just colour it in. I'm just using one of the standard palettes, this one here, Flourish. Yep, I'll probably just keep that now. Just keep things simple, just let me get used to talking while I'm doing stuff, and then we can, I like to use the harmony quite a lot, but maybe look at that later on down the line. So first, let's just colour in some robots. Let's do blue. Make sure you're on the right layer. This might be a wee bit tedious for you because I actually colour it all in. I don't think the fill tool works very well either. I think it leaves kind of wee dotted lines around as well. That's a bit strange with this weird angle again. I'm also never too fussed about the initial colouring in. I'll just kind of block out colours. Like these wee buttons will be a different colour later on, but as I'm going around here, they'll just go blue, kind of separate the robot for the character in it. And I know I'm doing this video and it's only my second one, and already I'm 2 days late, but things aren't that easy to get time to do it. I do have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I do this while I'm in the house, so I need to make sure they're not here making loads of noise. So if you do hear any kind of screaming in the background, honestly, it's babies, it's kids, it's not anything crazy going on. Honest. Right. See, so I'm going to actually fill this, right? But I've missed something somewhere. There we go. Right, for the sake of just the YouTube video, let's just fill everything in. So if you zoom in, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, these wee lines, it's as if it doesn't matter how much I mess about with this, it always seems to have it. Maybe somebody knows something I don't, you can let me know, that'd be great, because it would definitely help out a lot. It's weird actually drawing with this camera right above me. But, right, you'll find, like, I drew this, I don't even know what that was last time, but it looks as if it's part of the robot, not part of the wee character. That goes blue. And the chair. And I wonder what new exciting colour I'll do the wee guy. I don't know, pink, orange maybe. I need to definitely get to using more colours, don't I? Right. On the same layer I'm going to colour the hat in, and then I'll do the wee character a different colour. I'll tell you why later. So you make sure you watch the whole video, the suspense. Right. So that's that. Probably do I'll do his antlers in this layer as well. His antlers. Yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned these before, but I'm colourblind, so I can't actually tell if this is green or yellow I'm using. I think it's green, maybe yellow. Who knows? It doesn't matter. It's a wee tiny guy with antlers driving the robot. I guess I can paint him any colour I want. And his hands are probably going to be white, but because of the white background, and I'll just do them grey. I'll sort that later. Right, so here we go, that's that colored. And then on another layer, I'll do this wee guy. And because we've got all that done, it's dead easy to colour him in, because that other layer is on top. I've got a nice big kind of pen I use for that. Boom, there you go. Orange. Just kind of checking the background colours out, to be honest. I'll usually pick at the end. So this is generally how I start. And for here, I'll just kind of walk down, changing the colours of things. So the wee guy I'm going to leave on this layer, I'll put, oops, always change your pen back. White eyes. Nice white teeth. It's 2020, everybody likes white teeth, eh? Right. And then I like a lot of greys, I use a lot of grey. Computers and that things will all be grey. So what I also like to do is on this layer, I'll put this into alpha lock. So what that means is you can't colour out with it. So it makes it easier or quicker just when you're doing round outsides and stuff like that. I don't know if there's some other use for it, but that's what I use it for. And it does me. So these can go great. So I've been thinking up maybe some ideas for different videos. I don't know if, I think I'll probably just keep doing a few of these now until I get used to it, but I was thinking about having like a wee pot, maybe you could suggest like things or just like words, and then I'll take them out of the pot, maybe pick some words, and then just kind of try to create a character based on that, so you can see the whole process I go through. Try to create a character based on a theme or a word that I've been given. So a lot of you ask me how I come up with ideas, and to be honest, I'm not very good at just writing it down, so I think it would be better if you actually watched me doing it. Hopefully that could help you out a wee bit. Right, these under here. Oops. Or if you can think of any other things you are looking for me to do. I was also maybe thinking like kind of, I don't know, redraw people's artwork, or when I was thinking with the words as well, would have sit it there and have your tag or whatever it is, your Instagram, so that you get credited for your ideas rather than me just stealing them all off you. Right, call it what I do the scene. Can I give it a dark grey? I tend to never use black. I don't know if anybody says to you, but black doesn't really look good unless it's maybe a very, very darkly shaded area. I think even where at the angle I'm at right now, I think that's too dark. I really like green here. And I say, if you're open to, or if you have anything you would like to see me do, just let me know in the comments, and I say I'll try my best. I think I've got the wee studio set up, and once I'm down there, I think I'm going to do, that's the only issue, if you do an alpha lock you can't call it back out. I'm thinking maybe do smaller recordings down there until things are a bit more comfortable. Maybe just keep up doing the wee weekly sketches. But I say, it's all new to me, so I'm open to any suggestions. A few of you have mentioned you want me to do live streaming. I'm honestly not really too sure how to go about that. I say I'm using my phone to record. I do have a wee GoPro, but the problem with that is it doesn't record sound, so I would have to have a recording set up for that. And I do everything kind of on my iPad, and I don't really have space on it to be editing videos, so that's why my videos are kind of lo-fi. Well, it's just recorded on my phone, uploaded to YouTube. That's the reason I nearly lost everything last time, is because, oops, I ran out of space. You see, this is going to be slightly messier than normal because that angle I'm sitting at. But it's fine, it's just to give you an idea, eh? Right, I like that blue. I think that's looking all okay. See, I tend to not really colour the robots in much. He's going to be a blue robot. That's the kind of arm joint and this is the leg lint, if you can't make that out. Right, there we go. And I've still got, this is a few sticker packs left. I don't know why I've got these ones here because I don't actually sell them anywhere. So it'll just be these 6. If you're interested, these stickers look cool. I like this one, my favourite one. Done in a while anyway. So I think I've still got 5 packs left to come. These wee homemade packs, eh? Lovely. I don't know if these have been on Etsy lately, but I've took a bunch of stuff down. I was having problems with showing things up, but I don't really like the whole admin side of the artwork, so I'm lazy, and I was going to move to other sites, but I'm still using Etsy now. But I've stopped doing all my kind of smaller sticker packs, kind of stick with these ones now. Right, so more or less that's where it would be. And then what I do is I got this wee guy. Nope, I want to finish his hat. Probably do his hat blue actually. Right, and orange. Right, there we go. See, I know that's orange rather than green or yellow, so that's fine. As you can see, I do quite a lot of zooming in. And when I'm zooming in, you can see all the bits I've missed. Right, and then back over this wee guy. And I'm going to alpha lock this, because this is one of my favourite things, so it's going to be pink. And I kind of work down the shades. And then this here. Gaussian blur, let's go with it, right? Drag it up, gives it a nice wee fade, makes them look a bit, I don't know, they look kind of like fruit now. But like that, and I'm kind of happy where things are with this. So generally that would be my flats. And then what I'm doing for here is I'm going on to another layer, changing to black. All my shading I do is cell shading, very rarely use any other type of shading. And then you just kind of pick a light source. I tend to kind of pick one how it will hopefully make the picture look a bit better. So I'd say light source coming from there, and very relaxed, I'd say, right, when it comes to it. So I just go around covering everything in black where I think the light would be casting shadows. So obviously if it's behind the guy or behind, if there's something obstructing it, you wouldn't be able to see it. So everything kind of on the right hand side, so if that's kind of three-dimensional, everything on that side is going to be black because the sun's over there. That's generally how I would do it, but let's just see. Sometimes you just do things that look nice rather than things that are practical. As I say, this isn't a tutorial, I'm just showing you how I do my way. And I'll go around the whole drawing. I say kind of relaxed, it's not an exact science. For me anyway, I understand it is for some artists. I say because this is kind of in a wee hole, everything in here is going to be dark. See the angle of this is a bit different, so the sun's kind of coming down. If I'd just done all that side, it would still be hitting there, or the light source, sorry. So I just kind of do it diagonally down. Also use the black, so even though maybe these would have light on them, they're in the background, so always put a layer of black over them as well, so everything is maybe behind the main image. And then things that would be casting shadows, just kind of draw a wee version of them underneath it. Again, I'm not really too fussed on how exact that is, but give it a wee bash. So that's the top of it. This one here. I don't like finishing things in a straight line here, that's the only reason I tend to put that there. And I say as it's going to the back, that's when it would fade out as well, or that's when it would be shaded in. I hope you can see this better than I can, because this is going to be a waste if you can't. See, I'm not a fan of straight lines in general. Most of my lines tend to just go a bit squinty. I think it comes down to the fact that I can't do them. Try to draw big straight lines is never the easiest thing to do. So just kind of kid on, it's your style, and just do them wonky. All this part down here, because it's not really important, I would always just put a layer of black on it as well. There you go, done. No, I'm kidding on, that's not it. Right before I forget, let's rub this wee out. And then I take the opacity, put it down to around about 20%, another layer, and then I just go round it again, starting for the same point, whoops, and kind of taking it a step back, so it's giving it that cell shading effect. See, there's certain parts I'll still, you know, at the back of the chair here, it's not going to see any light ever, probably. But even though that couldn't, I maybe just add that there just to give a wee bit of depth to it. So everything around the back's not the same colour. And the same with that bit, just kind of the top it can get a bit lighter. The good thing is, every time you do a pass of shading, it gets quicker and quicker because the area gets smaller and smaller. So also sometimes I'll do is maybe just shade certain parts just to give, again, more depth to that rather than what would actually be in the dark. So it's not always, for me, it's not always just for light, it's, say, it just kind of mix up certain areas of it. If an item's casting a shadow, I'll tend to just do one pass on it unless it's joined onto another shadow. I hope that makes sense. Again, even though the light might not be able to hit there, I'll do it like this, and then I'll have a wee check once I change the opacity. If it looks silly, we'll fill it in. If not, we'll leave it like that. If it looks decent. Right, that's layer 2. I never ever name layers in here, so it was just kind of muddled up and messy. And then I'll give it a third pass, and on this one, say you're just doing the same again, but this time taking it back even further. This is the kind of layer where I'll maybe tend to not do all the areas. I'll just do bits that I want to know that are definitely like maybe in holes or things like that. Maybe to kind of separate areas, so that was the one bit, but the light would hit that bottom part before there, so it kind of mixes that bit up. Again, hopefully creating some more depth and all that. I hope. I bet you're all watching this thinking this is nonsense. But that's how I do it. Depending on how complicated the piece is as well, sometimes I do another pass, maybe even 4, just see if it needs it or not. But this one I think we're going to be fine. Just the 3. Right, and take that down to 20 as well. And that's the general colours there. And now I like to create another layer. Probably change it to orange. And I like to use airbrush. Then maybe a dark blue. I don't know if I was doing anything there. Again, favourite tool. Give that a mix. And then I go to this layer, select, invert, and then onto this one, clear. And then I take the opacity right down on that. That kind of gives it a wee, so it's not massive, but definitely adds to it. Well, I think it does. You can let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I hear people saying that in their YouTube videos all the time, so hit that subscribe button. And then the background colour. Can't go wrong with bright pink, can you? So turn that off the now though. Copy canvas. Paste it. Brightness, this is for the shadows. Brightness right down to none. Move it to the back. I need to put the background back on for this. Oh, I like to have the magnetic on so that it moves straight down. Go about there. Change the opacity of that right down. Maybe it depends on the colours you're using in the image, but around about here, normally around about 20-30% for me. Again, one of my favourites. Kind of blur it up. And that's generally it now. I think that's me. Hey, how to colour one of my pictures. Right, well, thanks a lot for watching another one, and I say let me know if you're interested in me doing more of this, just kind of drawing a random character, then the next one maybe colouring it, or if you want we can do like the random words or anything else, just let me know, I'll give it a bash. Right, thank you.